Happy Thursday. Well, we are moving into a very active weekend. Active might even be an understatement. We're going to see dangerously cold temperatures and wind chills. We're going to see a lot of snow in the mountains. We're even going to see a little bit of snow across the Front Range and Eastern Plains. All of this by MLK Day on Monday. So the good news is hopefully kids will be home from school Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, not having to be outside or at the bus stop or having to waste a snow day. I know they hate me saying that, but hopefully everyone is able to be safe and warm as we move throughout the weekend. That's the larger story that I'm really just trying to jokingly get to, because we're going to see these temperatures take a drastic drop with Arctic air moving into the Front Range and Eastern Plains and heavy snow in the mountains. We've already seen several rounds of snow push through the high country, leaving over a foot of snow. In some areas, even almost a couple feet of snow so far, and we still have a lot more to go. We'll even see some light snow as we push through the Front Range and Eastern Plains. But right now, we take a look at our current conditions at DIA. We're at 25 degrees, a good mix of sun and clouds, winds coming in from the north-northeast at 22 miles per hour. So that makes it feel like 10 degrees. Now, that's another thing to note. As we go through the next few days, I want you to pay more attention to the wind chill than the temperature. The wind chill is the air temperature mixed with the wind. It's the human effect, what it feels like on the skin. That's what's going to be more important as we go through the weekend, especially with these gusty afternoons that we have coming up. So right now, temperatures across the Front Range and Eastern Plains mostly in the 20s and 30s, a little cooler in Lyman and Sterling, 17 and 18 degrees there respectively. We're seeing those teens, single digits, and 20s in the high country, middle 20s out west, but across the Front Range with winds gusting up to 20, 30 miles per hour, 32 mile per hour winds right now at DIA and in Greeley. This is what it feels like. It feels like the single digits and teens across the northern half of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. It feels like 1 below in Lyman, 4 below out in Ray, 8 below in Leadville. You can also see where that cold air is really pushing its way through, where that temperature, that wind chill change is kind of sitting across the southern half of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. You can notice wind chills at 20s and 30s across Pueblo, Lamar, Trinidad, and Springfield. You can really see where the coldest air is sitting. Now, we do have some wind chill alerts that'll be in effect as we make our way through the next few days. Let's start with the purple. That's the biggest region. That's the area that includes Denver, the I-25 corridor, most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. This will be Saturday night through Tuesday morning, continuously. Usually these wind chill alerts are just overnight for one night at a time. You'll notice this one is Saturday through Tuesday morning, where we could see these wind chill values drop as low as 30 degrees below zero. Now, Cheyenne, Yuma, Kit Carson counties, the pink area, that area will be under wind chill warning from Friday tonight through Friday night. That's just going to be your usual overnight kind of thing, but overall we're going to watch for those wind chills to be roughly the same as the wind chill watch areas. Those are just kind of under a different National Weather Service clock or radar. And then to the south near Alamosa, that's going to be the San Luis Valley area, where we're going to see wind chill advisories in effect. It's technically Friday morning from like 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., but you want to think of that as overnight tonight and into early tomorrow, where we're going to see those wind chill values drop as low as 25 degrees below zero. Now, our HD Doppler radar, that's going to be pretty active as we go through the next few days. It's dying down a little bit now with those snow showers that moved from the high country into the Front Range starting to move southward. You can see some light flurries near Colorado Springs all the way down the wet mountains and Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Those are going to take a quick break, but they're not going to be gone for too long, because we do still have winter weather advisories in effect until 5 o'clock, where most of these areas can expect a few more inches of snow. We're also going to see very, very gusty winds. The winds are going to be the bigger deal, gusting up to 50, 60 miles per hour. So we're going to watch for blowing snow, reduced visibility, whiteout, blizzard conditions, hazardous travel. Now, it's also something to note, even after these winter weather advisories expire at 5, we will then have winter storm watches going into effect. So we're going to continue to watch for these winter weather alerts in the high country. In addition to that, we do have wind chill warnings in effect for the Ruby and Ragged Mountains. That's going to be near Crested Butte, where you just want to watch for a high level of danger, 4 out of 5 for any backcountry areas. You want to just stay out of them. This is going to be Thursday morning, already until Monday morning. So we're just going to continue to monitor that. Now we move forward to our Futurecast to see what we can expect through the rest of the evening. Those snow showers are going to move southward and mostly out of the state. So we're actually going to get some clearing overnight for most of the state, with some lingering snow showers across central and northern portions of the high country. We wake up tomorrow morning to sunny skies to start our Friday. Some lingering light snow off to the west, but you can see that's not very long lived, because as we go through the rest of our Friday afternoon, cloud cover will start to move in. By late Friday night, we're looking for some snow showers across the far northern counties, across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, dropping southward across the high country. I don't think Denver really sees much snow until we get into Saturday. Now, as we take a look at today's highs, they're going to be in the 20s and 30s. The numbers aren't going to be very high. That's still around 20 degrees below our seasonal high for this time of year. But with these gusty winds, you want to assume the wind chill value is roughly around 10 degrees below what the temperature is reading. Same goes for the high country and western slope. Overnight, we drop into the single digits, sub-zero values across the eastern plains. Brr. And you'll notice we stay a little warmer in the high country. We're going to see that trend going through the weekend, where the Front Range and Eastern Plains is going to have that Arctic air mass over it. So it's going to be a little colder to the east than it will be in the high country, but the high country will have its own winter issues with heavy snowfall and gusty winds. So you're not really safe anywhere you go this weekend. We move into our Friday. We're going to see those temperatures in the middle 30s. We're going to start the day with some sunshine. We're looking for evening snow chances, another windy afternoon. But again, the big story is going to be this weekend. Those highs in the single digits, overnight lows below zero. Wind chills are going to be even colder than what those temperatures say. And we're going to watch for scattered snow showers as well. The good news is by Monday, late Monday, that Arctic air mass starts to move itself eastward, so we'll start to rebound pretty quickly. We go from a 12-degree high on Monday back into the upper 30s by Tuesday, closer to our seasonal highs for this time of year. So we're going to see some sunshine back in the upper 30s, lower to middle 40s by the middle of next week. So a lot of weather ahead. It's certainly going to be a next few days where you just want to continue to pay attention to your local forecasts, especially if you are planning any mountain travel this weekend. Make sure you're paying attention to the road conditions, the wind gusts, avalanche watches and warnings, blizzard watches and warnings, which are usually kind of hidden in the winter weather advisories, where you just look for those additional snow totals with gusty winds. That's all a blizzard is. And even if you're not in an area with a lot of snow, we're watching for those wind chill values, because they could get dangerously low as we move our way through the weekend. So again, definitely a few days where you want to make sure you pay a little extra attention to the weather forecast going forward. So we will have weather for you at noon, 4, 5, 6 this afternoon, and then 9 and 10 this evening. And if you can't catch us on air, you can always catch us online at 9news.com and on your 9 News mobile app. Have a good day.